Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Pikel with League of Items, and we had another winning day. The games from today were pretty interesting. I was able to watch most of the Beyond Gaming match, and I know that there are some viewers who were big on Galatasaray, and there were some really good comments about Galatasaray, but and you may not agree with this, but I think that after the match today, I think that it was very clear that Beyond Gaming was a much better team than Galatasaray. I'm pretty sure Beyond Gaming had like real winning positions in basically every single game, and for one reason or another, lost the game. Um, Obviously, in the first game, there was a really nice Elder Dragon steal that snowballed into a Baron steal that snowballed into something else. In the second game, I think something similar happened. So you have to give credit to Galatasaray for keeping the games close enough to fight in those types of positions, but it was more of an execution mistake from Beyond Gaming as opposed to something Galatasaray did to force that problem to happen. Part of it did happen because of draft, but I think ultimately, personally, my takeaway was that Beyond Gaming was a much better team. And if I'm being 100% honest, Bet365 didn't offer a reverse sweep line. After the first two games, I was sitting in my office refreshing it, trying to see if they would actually offer a reverse sweep line, and they didn't. I was going to bet Beyond Gaming. I was definitely going to bet Beyond Gaming in that situation. I just thought that after the first two games, they were somewhat fluky the way that the games kind of turned, and I was pretty confident that Beyond Gaming was going to make a comeback. Afterwards, we found out that Maoan has like been supposedly kicked off the team for leaking information about their team. So it'll be interesting to see what happens moving forward. I know that Bet365 isn't offering a line on the Beyond Gaming match tomorrow against Hanwha Life for that reason, and like I'm not complaining. I think that it's a very reasonable thing for a sports book to do when there's like integrity questions around the team and what's going on. So I can't really complain too much about that. And then in the second match, we had Peace against Red Canids. Red Canids won the first game. Peace won the second game in a blowout. They won the third game in a blowout. And then Red Canids made a swap in the mid lane, going from Grevthar to Avenger. And I know that Red Canids won the fourth game, and some people might feel like they were justified in making the move for that reason. But this is the kind of thing that will potentially ruin someone's career. So personally, I think that, and I mean, this might seem over the top and like kind of ridiculous coming from me as someone who doesn't understand the inner workings of their team specifically. I will honestly, I'm being 100% honest, I will actively root against Red Canids for as long as I can hold on to this grudge, because it's not necessarily about them making that change and it hurt me in some way. I just think that it's inexcusable from an organizational level to have someone like Grevthar come in, a rookie player, and then when their back is up against the wall, you sub them out for someone who you're not going to keep on your team in an attempt to salvage something. I understand that teams want to win, and I completely respect Red Canids making that decision if they honestly thought that it gave them the best chance to win in this moment, and I understand why they would do that. But you run the risk of now isolating that player not believing in themselves, that player not believing in the organization. If Grevthar left the team, I think they'd be completely justified in leaving the team, and it's the kind of thing that it's so short-sighted from Red Canids. And I know that you only have one chance to compete at Worlds, and you want to do as best as possible and represent your region. But this is the kind of thing that can have long-lasting ramifications. If you honestly think that Grevthar helped you get over the hump to get to this point, he deserves to play at this point as well. He got you here. You danced with the girl that brought you. You just have to do that. And I know that I generally don't have takes like that, so it might seem a little like not normal for something that I would talk about. But it really bothers me when teams do things like this, because I think from a process level, it's horrible and it's inexcusable. And like I said, I know it might seem over the top, but I will actively root against Red Canids every single time I can. And I hope that they lose every single match for the next couple of years. I just really hate teams that do this kind of stuff. It's like they don't understand competition. They obviously don't understand competition, what it means to be a competitor, and like the internal life and the internal struggle of true competitors. And now they'll never know about Grevthar until the next time they get in this situation, and then they're going to start thinking to themselves again, like, oh, am I going to get pulled? Does my team not trust me? All of these things. And you can try to repair that relationship. It's gone. You can't repair that kind of relationship. And if they prove me wrong, great. But I don't expect Red Candace to come back to Worlds, and if they do come back to Worlds, I hope they lose. So Peace ended up pulling it out. Peace was offered at plus 100. I thought that was pretty strange. I know that it looked like a very close match. Peace draft diffed them pretty hard in a few of the games, especially this third game when they had the Poppy pocket pick. Very cool. We talked about Lilia in the video yesterday. It is a unique thing that they're doing right now. There are other teams that just play it better, so like it's nice having a pocket pick and playing something that's a little bit different, but it's not going to work against better teams in a best-of-5 situation. So there's that. But yeah, so I had a two-team parlay. I had Peace at plus 100, Beyond Gaming at minus 163. I was considering betting Beyond for like a sweep. Glad I didn't do that. But I think I'm seeing things pretty well right now. They actually finally paid out my Detonation Focus Me bet. I still have 7 bets in play, so that's another $140. So my account is at like 1440 or 1435, something like that. Some people in Discord were asking me to go through like my like units risked and then units won, but it's a lot of additional math, and I just don't feel like doing that right now. If there's a gap, if I don't have something to do this weekend for a couple hours, it'd probably take like 1 hour. If I have some time, I'll try to do it. I don't think it's really beneficial at this point. I mean, I've won basically every single match. I've won some parlays. I've won some futures. I get that, betting on favorites isn't difficult. I completely agree with that. But at the end of the day, you want to get the picks right. And I've been getting the picks right. And I've been picking dogs in great spots. So I'm feeling really good right now about that. So it looks like that we're going to have one day between the play-in stage and the main event. So tomorrow we have Homalife against BYG. There's not a line being offered for that. And then for C9 against Peace, we have a ridiculous line. It's like plus 2,500. Or minus 2,500. Minus 2,500 to plus 800. I'm going to bet on it because I'm betting on every single game. I can't do it on my desktop. I have to do it on my phone. But it'll be in there tomorrow. Like I said, there's no line for the Beyond Gaming match because of the match fixing allegations. But once these games are finished tomorrow, I'll probably make a video tomorrow night, or sometime on the 10th, about the group stage moving forward, the main event, some things that we've learned, some things to watch out for, and then for tomorrow's games, really not a fun DraftKings day. I think that you just have to combine Hanwha Life and Cloud9 and hope for the best. Theoretically, you could try playing these underdogs and just treat it like a a huge gamble, and like if you want to do that, go ahead. But I think you're better off fitting in these two teams in as many combinations as possible. The problem is that since there's only 2 contests and the max enter is 88, you're going to be chopping this most likely, unless there's some crazy outcome. So, with that being said, I'm done for the night. Good luck, everybody. Hope you're all winning money. I know there's a bunch of people winning money in the Discord right now. Teleplaya, Swerve Baby. They posted some stuff. Baby Goat, Hold Dial, Rosa won again. That's 2 huge days in a row. That's pretty sick. He's been crushing it, just playing some higher stakes stuff. But yeah, everybody's very happy because I'm getting all the picks right, and it's easier to win money when you're getting the picks right. I've really enjoyed having the sportsbook action. It lets me scale back the DraftKings stuff and still have money on it and still be interested in it without having to run out a bajillion lineups, which at some point it's just not as much fun. Like the game has changed so much from when you used to only be able to do 15 to 20 lineups. Not really complaining, it's just it's just a lot different. So like I said, that's all I got for you today. Thanks for watching, and I will talk to you tomorrow.